Looks like that we're live. Just checking the sound. If anyone is here, just write OK or one into the chat. Let's see. So, how do you like my Metaverse shirt? This is the Metaverse shirt. I've chosen which I've dressed with something which we're most related, in my opinion. So, while we wait, I wanted to show you I have prepared a free tool. It's actually a digital transformation prioritization tool. That means I have built one algorithm. You will be able to write 5 initiatives, and depending on predefined criteria, you're going to answer them, and the tool will automatically give you answer with which initiative you should start. So this is the address. Go at transformdigi.com/tool A. It will look something like this. Let me turn off the captions. So you're going to enter the email, and there are some gauche charts. It will give you the impact, and you can choose it. So hope you like it. Once again, the link. So you can go here. It's a free tool. You can play with it. There is one filled in example, and there is a blank one. It's completely editable. It's in Google Sheet, but you can edit it into. You can edit it. Sorry, I got the wrong link. This is the link. You can edit it into Google Sheet or into an Excel. Okay, that aside, seeing that everything looks fine, we can start. I will remove this image. So welcome to today's stream. It's a really exciting one. We are fully packed, and my promise to you is at the end of the stream, you're going to understand what's Metaverse, and you will not need to read those complicated definitions, some university articles. So it won't be confusing. We're going to build step by step with plain words, and we are going to understand what's actually Metaverse. So that's my promise to you if you stay till the end. So the topic of today's training is demystifying the metaverse, but beside that, we're going to cover virtual reality, augmentative reality, mixed reality, and the metaverse. So I will share my screen. Hope things will work out. Let's go. On my side, everything looks great. Let me turn off these captions. Okay, I think everyone can listen. If you cannot, just write into the chat. Last time we had 1 minute sound blackout, so those who are watching the replay can skip. But this time things look great. Okay, let's start. Let's see whether this will work. Okay, it works perfect. Let's start first with virtual reality, and I really believe in pictures, that the pictures are sharing the story. So whenever you think about virtual reality, you can imagine this picture, and you get the idea what's virtual reality. But let's cover it even more. So it's it is generated by a computer, of course. You cannot generate it by yourself. It's three-dimensional image or environment. An example, if you have been to those movies where you can feel everything which is happening around you. If you had some movies watched in 3D, that's the virtual reality. The interaction is seemingly real or a physical way, but it's a simulation. It's not something which is happening in the real life. So we have a lot of games which are working this way, but you need specific special electronic equipment. It's the VR glasses. We're going to discuss this more into details later on, but everyone looks like is building glasses. Apple is building, Microsoft is building, Facebook is building, Google is building the Google Lens. So looks like that it is really popular. Everyone is building on that. Let's continue. So beside those glasses, we have helmet with a screen like on this page, And we have gloves with sensor or haptics. That's a new thing. That means that you will be able to feel, not only to watch. You will have some haptics on your hands, so you can play, an example, tennis. And when you're going to shoot the ball, you're going to feel the pressure, or ping pong or whatever. Next, there is a lot of application already in the virtual reality. It's entertainment, in gaming, education, and business. Most of the implementation at this point in time is in gaming, so probably you have seen some kind of virtual reality. An example, if you have played some 3D game or watched 3D movie, then you are fine. So I'm starting with virtual reality because that's the easiest, which you can use. Let me just see whether everything is fine in the chat. Okay, great, everything looks fine. I'm going to continue. Now we are going to switch to the augmentative reality to see what's the difference, because people understand what's virtual reality easy, but when you mention augmentative reality, it's a little bit more difficult to understand. And at this point of time, there is such a demand for workers in this augmented reality, especially for developers, because there is practical application, not only in games, let's say, like the virtual reality. So when you see this image, it's IKEA furniture. It's a funny image. You see people are lying below the sofa. That way, you can see how that sofa will look like at your own place. That means you have real-time use of information in form of text, graphics, audio, and other objects. And also, it's really important, it's integrated in the real life. So what's the difference between virtual reality and augmentative reality? Augmented reality is that in the virtual reality, it's a simulation, but here it's a real world, so it interacts with the real world. It's not a full simulation, as you can see into that image. So if you have played Pokemon Go, you know what I'm talking. I haven't played, but I know the game. So for those who haven't played the game, basically you have a phone and you are trying to chase Pokemon. So people went to parks, museums, to buildings to find Pokemons in real life. So there was interaction. The Pokemons were not in the real life, but they were on your phone. However, you had to scan the environment and find them into the real world. So basically, if you have played Pokemon Go, this is the game. So you see on the screen, you see the environment, you see the park, and you're trying to find some Pokemon. It's on the way. So that's the augmentative reality. What's the difference between virtual reality and augmentative? In augmented reality, you have direct interaction with the real world. It's not a simulation. So remember this, it's not a simulation. It's interacting with the real world. An example, if you have Instagram filters, Snapchat filters, it's real life. So you could be on some kind of Zoom call, and you can use those filters, and that will mean you have augmentative reality. I will try to showcase what I mean. So I will go with this. If you see, this is augmented reality. You see my screen became completely different. I have put some kind of flowers, some kind of filters. So that's why it's augmented. It's related to the real world. It's not only simulation. So I will turn this off. Not a huge fan. Boom. That should hide it probably. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, now let's check the chat just in case everything was fine. So that's the augmentative reality. Let's go with mixed reality. Here people are having some kind of confusions because it's not that easy to understand this, but we're going to cover it. And mixed reality is really important to understand the metaverse. What we have learned till now, it's only a base. So again, we're starting with the picture. You see there is some kind of mixed reality here. We have a real life where We are in a room, and there is one lady wearing goggles and is watching something like some kind of digital image, which looks really, really real. So in the mixed reality, we are merging the real and the virtual worlds. And if you are asking what's the difference between augmentative reality and mixed reality, because in augmented reality, we also had something similar. They were coexisting, but we do not have interaction. So this is really important. We have real and virtual interaction. That means you have some kind of, and I will show you a video for this soon. You have some kind of interaction with the virtual world, right? So you see another example. You have a screen in front of you. You can choose what to do. You have seen this in the movies for sure. Holograms are a great example of mixed reality. So you can be a hologram, and you can show on someone on other place, like Transport Miss spoke on Star Trek, for those who are fans of Star Trek. An example, I could have had some guests on this live stream, and if he or she was with a hologram, he or she could sit right next to me, and you would see it, but the actual person would not be sitting next to me. So now I have prepared one video where I will going to showcase you about this mixed reality. So stay with me. This is a little bit difficult to set it up into a live stream, but I hope looks like you're seeing it. Let me maximize it. Perfect. So you see, it is without sound. You see, in example, you're educating someone and you want to learn about the human body. You touch certain parts and you can see they're going. They're showing you, and you can click. You will see which bone is which. You can also use this for word processing, for learning. You see, you learn something, you click, and there is a video, and you can see it right away. That could change the way how we learn. So this is a mixed reality, meaning it's in the real world. We have virtual objects, but at the same time, there is interaction. So this is really important. Real world, real persons, real humans with virtual objects. So the video is fine, and also interaction. Okay, that went well. It was a lot of work to set it up into the background. I'm happy. So I think everyone now understands what's mixed reality. If there are some questions, just let me know into the chat. Okay, let's continue. So we covered virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality. That's the main thing. Let's go with the new kid on the block, the metaverse. So this is the new term. Everyone is thinking, what's this? They're trying to understand it. So we are going to cover it. But we have a good base. We know what's mixed realities. So that would be the starting point for our presentation. Let's go and move. So you see, again, I'm starting with a picture. You see this guy is on the tennis court and is wearing some kind of virtual headset, and it's in the real world. And basically, this is my own definition of the term. I haven't read it anywhere. Metaverse is mixed reality plus social connection. That means you will integrate into the real life. There will be humans and some kind of digital reality. Most of the time, it's avatars, and you can connect with each other. There is social connection. That's why there is a lot of demand from the big companies. They're trying to launch their own metaverse because they want to enter into this social media world. So basically, that is it. Mixed reality plus social connection. That means you're going to play, an example, virtual tennis with a hologram, and there it could be a watch party. Your friends, your acquaintances, or some kind of audience could watch it live, and they can have some haptics and even smell, listen to the audio, so they can watch, an example, the final of Wimbledon, and they will feel like they're live there. That means we will not have a limitation by the number of potential visitor to a certain stadium, it could be potentially unlimited with the metaverse. So everyone could use some kind of avatars, like I have shown you previously. I will do it once again, just for this part. Stay with me. So you see, I will use this background. I will use the different background, and this could be the watch part, but there should be social interaction. So someone here to pop up and let me know, Daniel, you're doing a good job presenting, or you you suck, or something like that. So I will again hide this. Just stay with me 1 second, and that is it. So it's basically mixed reality plus social connection. That is it. It is not a new term. It was first time mentioned in 1992 in one science fiction novel, Snow Crash by Neil Stephenson. And he, when you're reading some kind of novels like Jules Verne's, the technology experts are getting inspiration, and they're trying to build that into the real life. And we had a similar thing happening here. So let's talk a little bit about technology. I think everyone knows it. If you have any questions, just write them into the chat, and I'm happy to answer. Let me check the chat once again. Okay, things looks great. So what are the core technologies? We are going to become a little bit technical. So it's blockchain, meaning moving from Web 2.0 to Web 3.0. That means we're going to be a little bit more independent. We're going to be able to control our online experience. For those who don't know, Web 1.0 is the static website, the static web page, meaning when I'm going to visit one website, the look of the website is the same for everyone. It doesn't matter from where you're visiting the website, the look of the website is completely the same. In Web 2.0, in example, if you go on the social media like on LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, whatever, the screen will be different for everyone depending on your previous history, your likes, your preferences. That's Web 2.0. And Web 3.0 means that we will use blockchain technology for similar interaction like Web 2.0, but we will not be dependent on of these large companies like LinkedIn, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook. That means it will be decentralized. Everyone would be able to host a website, 2.0 kind of website on the blockchain. We're still a long way to go there. If this happened, there will be less power for Amazon, Google, Facebook, because they won't have as much control over what we do and see online. That's why the big tech giants are trying to enter this metaverse space. Blockchain in the metaverse, it's already really popular. You know, these NFTs, non-fungible tokens. That means you do not need a middleman. You're cutting the middleman, and you do not need a middleman, and you can transact directly. You can invest and support artists. We had some art, digital art, which was paid in blockchain and cryptocurrencies. We have the smart contracts and decentralized finance. I've covered this more into details on the previous live stream, where we have talked about fintechs essentials and digital transformation of financial services. So go watch that stream if you want to learn more about it. I won't go into details here. Basically, it's really important to know that blockchain is really important for the metaverse. We also need artificial intelligence. Why? Because we need to find a way to communicate between each other. So we need help with NLP, or natural language processing, so machines and robotics can understand us. So remember this video, how the machine can understand where we are, what we're doing, what we're touching. We need this NLP, natural language processing, so for people to understand, especially if you give commands with your voice. If you give commands with your voice, you need this. Also, we need we need artificial intelligence for mapping technologies and location. In example, for the software or technology to know where you are. Again, I'm going to play this video, so they know that I'm next to my book. I'm showcasing onto this desk. So this is needed, and this is most of the time made possible with artificial intelligence. So that is it. Hope you liked it. And finally, of course, the main player into the game is this extended reality. And if someone is asking what's extended reality, basically is a common term for everything, for virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality. So everything in between, it's everything with one word, it's called extended reality. So after this, we're going to start some kind of discussion. So just to point out again, the virtual reality is a simulation. It's a simulation. It's not happening in the real life. The augmented reality, it is happening into the real life. We have jointly the digital and the real world. And in the mixed reality, we have also interaction. And with the metaverse, on top of that, we have the social interaction. And finally, let's do some discussion. Sorry. So let's do some metaverse discussion, some points for considering. There's a lot of business impact, business potential impact, and potential usage. I'm just going to open some questions for you to understand. I already mentioned this, live streaming into the metaverse in the training world. If I was doing live stream, I could bring someone here with his hologram to be my guest. Even if he was, I don't know, thousands of miles or kilometers away from me, he or she could sit next to me and we can interact. We can even do a handshake. If we have haptics on our hands, we can do a handshake and we can feel each other. So the live training is really one topic where you can use this metaverse. Next example for some kind of shows, musician performing, a chef cooking, or I said watching a football game or a basketball game. You can watch live and feel like you're there. You can be in the metaverse. So that's the positive. And there is one discussion why the big brands are afraid of this metaverse is because of the consumer electronics industry. An example now, for the phone, you need the iPhone. If you want to watch a TV, you will watch on LG TV. If you want to have a monitor, in example, I have a Dell monitor now. I also have LG TV and iPhone, but in example, if you are in the metaverse, you will have only those glasses. And you will say, okay, I want to watch on a big screen now. I want 65 inches TV. You're going to click it, and it will showcase in front of you. So that means you won't need to buy a TV. In example, if you need a monitor, you will say, I want to have 5K 27 inches monitor. You're going to press a button with the VR glasses and boom, you will have it. In example, I want to call someone. You don't need a phone. You will say call someone and the screen will appear in front of you and you're going to click call that one. It will be a mixed reality and you probably will not need the iPhone or the phone or the Samsung phone. So that's why the big tech giants are a little bit afraid of the metaverse. And everyone is trying to enter this game. We are a long way from there, but that's the way we are heading, and that's let's say the scary thing for the industry. So I'm asking aloud, and if anyone into the chat, you can write it down. Will we need to own any consumer electronics in the future? Having in mind what I have just explained, you can write into the chat, and actually there is no way to see the chat messages. If you go to the stream, you need to go watch it again. So even if it's a difficult question, feel free to ask it. Not everyone will be able to see it. I'm just having okays into the chat, meaning people are watching. That's great. We are multi-streaming on everywhere. We're multi-streaming on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and Facebook group. So while I'm waiting for people to interact and let me know what they think about it, once again, let me showcase this digital transformation initiative prioritization tool, just go to this link, go.transformdigi.com/tool, and you will be able to see something like this. Let me see whether I can show it. I cannot show it probably. So yeah, I can show it. You will see something like this, and you will get this tool, and you can enter up to 5 potential digital transformation initiative. It will take you less than 120 minutes. In less than 2 hours, you will be able to make a sound call, and this could be automated. It can be done by a certain app, but I have built it into a Google Sheet. I have built the algorithm on my own. It's my own algorithm, but the basis of the algorithm is sound. It's science-based. So hope you like it. Go to this website and get it for free. So this is a really interesting topic. We might not need any consumer electronics into the future. The next thing I want to discuss is how comfortable are the VR glasses. I'm not wearing glasses, but for someone who are wearing, maybe it's good to get the experience shared. I'm not sure how comfortable I would be wearing glasses all day long. An example, if I'm working into the metaverse, can I wear them 8 hours or 10 hours? People are complaining wearing masks all the time, 8 hours or 5 hours. Even if you're a doctor, it's really difficult to wear the mask. Can you wear those VR glasses all the time, all those haptics or the helmet or cloth? That's the question, and that's the potential weakness. I know that's why the glasses are not that popular at the moment. I know Google has done some Google glasses, but they have withdrawn from the market. I know Apple has a patent about them, but they are still not selling. So that's the main question, whether we are going to go into this world. But people didn't want to watch something all day long on a 5 or 6 inch screen. We thought it wouldn't be convenient, but now people are on their smartphones all the time. So who knows? So that's the elephant in the room, whether those equipment needed for this metaverse experience will be good enough. Okay. Next, are Web 3.0 and social media profiles compatible? The main thing of Web 3.0 is cutting the middleman, meaning you can host your Web 2.0, your digital art, you can host it onto the blockchain. Example, if I want to sell something, some physical good, the highest probability of me selling is putting it on the Amazon store, because now I'm dependent on Amazon. They are dictating the rules. In example, I can open a Shopify store and they are dictating the rules again. So I need some kind of a middleman. If I want to buy, I don't know, cameras, I will go to BH Photo. But in Web 3.0, you are building this on the blockchain. You have some kind of infrastructure, and with that infrastructure, you can build it without the middleman. So that means Web 3.0 is also all about anonymity, like in example, the Bitcoin. You cannot know who owns Bitcoins. It's not revealed unless they publicly announce that they own Bitcoins. And contrary to that, if you have money or stocks, that's approachable. People can see, the bank can see, the authorities can see how much money you have on your bank account, or how many stocks you have. So that's a really, really good point for discussion. So whether Web 3.0 and social media profiles or social connections are compatible. An example, we have regulation like Know Your Customer, meaning you have to upload your ID on some of the social media platforms, especially if you are doing a bank. So this is the thing to think and to discuss. So that was it. Thanks everyone for watching. It was a pleasure. If now I'm open for questions. An example, feel free to download this Digital Transformation Initiative Prioritization tool. Let me check in the stream. I will shut down the presentation now. I will go into full screen. Oh, we are going. Okay, this time we didn't have any kind of trouble. So that was it. We have question about extended reality. Yeah, extended reality is virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality called with one name. Meaning you don't need to think about what was virtual reality, what was mixed reality, what was augmented reality. When you want to talk about some kind of implication, you have some kind of idea, you're going to say, we're going to build this into the extended reality. That means beside our own physical world, our physical reality, we have that virtual world, and that's the extended reality on top of our real world. So that was my answer. Checking whether we have more questions. Let me see. Maybe some highs. People last time were really nice. They were really supportive. Just checking. If you have any questions, I'm open to them. Okay, looks like there are not any questions. So that was it for me. Thank you once again. It was a pleasure. Hope you liked it. See you again on the next streams. And if someone, I'm looking for guests for this training, since someone has some kind of interest in expertise and wanted to share with the world, just DM me on the social media and I would love to chat with you. Thanks everyone once again, and talk to you soon. Bye.